Learning outcome. Describe the gene therapy in its various forms and assess the issue, potential benefits, and determines the global health. Gene therapy can be performed both inside and outside the body. This infographic illustrates in simple terms how gene therapy works inside the body. There's the example. Medical science has detected many human diseases related to defective genes. These type of diseases are not curable by traditional methods like taking readily available medicine. Gene therapy is potential method to treat or cure genetic human illness. In 2015, a team of researchers at Harvard Medical School and the Boston Children's Hospital stated that they were able to restore basic hearing in genetically deaf mice using gene therapy. The Boston Children's Hospital research team also report that they have restored a higher level of hearing down to 25 decibel, which is actually equivalent to a whisper. They use an improved gene therapy vector developed at that Massachusetts eye and ear that was identified as ANC80, which enables the transfer of gene to the incisable outer hair cells when introduced into a cochlea Felicer 2017. Human gene therapy was actually first realized in 1971 when the first recombinant DNA experiments were planned. It can be simply viewed as insertion foreign DNA into a patient's tissues that hope to successfully eradicate the target disease. It was actually inspired by the success of recombinant DNA technology, which occurred over the last 20 years without a doubt. Gene therapy is the most promising yet possibly unfavorable medical field being studied. What are the cells and genes? How do they interact? Cells are the basic building blocks of all living things. The human body is composed of trillions of them. Within our cells, there are thousands of genes that provide that information for the production of specific proteins and enzymes that make muscles, bones, and blood, which in turn support most of our body's function, such as digestion, making energy, and growing. What are cells and genes? How do they interact? Gene therapy is when DNA is introduced into a patient to treat a genetic disease. The new DNA usually contains a functioning gene to correct the effect of a disease-causing mutation. The example is this picture. The basic process. There are several approaches to gene therapy. There are the following: replacement of mutated gene that cause disease with a healthy copy of the gene, inactivation of a mutated gene that is functioning improperly, introducing a new gene into the body to help fight a disease. In general, a gene cannot be directly inserted into a human gene or cell. A gene is inserted into another gene using a carrier or vector. At present, the most common type of vectors are viruses that have been genetically changed to carry normal human DNA. Viruses have evolved a way to encapsulating and transporting their gene to human cells in a pathogenic manner. Science Daily 2017. Two types of gene therapy. There are essentially two forms of gene therapy, one of which is called somatic gene therapy. Somatic gene therapy involves the manipulation of genes in cells that will be helpful to the patient but not inherited to the next generation. Limsurgeon, 1988 heading. The other form of gene therapy is called germline gene therapy, which involves the genetic modification of germ cell or the origin cell that will pass the change on the next generation. Stem cell gene. Stem cell gene are mother cells that have the potential to become any types of cell in the body. One of the main character of stem cell is their ability to self-renew or multiply while maintaining the potential to develop into other types of cell. Stem cells can become cell of the blood, heart, bones, skin, muscles, and brain. Among others, there are different sources of stem cells, but all types of stem cells have the same capacity to develop into multiple types of stem cell gene therapy. Stem cells are derived from different sources, two of which are embryonic and somatic stem cell. The embryonic stem cells are derived from a 4 or 5-day-old human embryo that is in the blastocyte phase of development. That embryos are usually extras that have been created in IVF into vitro fertilization clinics where several eggs are fertilized in a test tube that implanted into a woman. Costa, 2013. The somatic stem cell are cells that exist throughout the body after embryonic development and are found inside of different types of tissues. These stem cells have been found in tissues such as the brain, bone marrow, blood vessel, skeletal muscle, skin, and the liver. They are remaining in non-dividing state for years until activated by disease or tissue injury. These stem cells can divide or self-renew indefinitely, enabling them to generate a range of cell types from a originating organ or even regenerate the entire original organ. It is generally true that adult or somatic stem cells are limited in their ability to differentiate based on their tissue of origin, but there is some evidence to suggest that they can differentiate to become other cell type. Stem cell gene therapy in multicellular organism. Mutation can be classed as their somatic or germline. Somatic mutation occur in a single body cell that cannot be inherited. Only tissues derived from mutated cells are affected. Germline mutation occur in gametes and can be passed onto offspring. Every cell in their entire organism will be affected. There are several techniques for carrying out gene therapy. Gene augmentation therapy. This is used to treat disease caused by mutation that stop a gene from producing a function product such as a protein. This therapy adds DNA containing a functional version of the lost gene back into the cell. The gene produces a functioning product at sufficient levels to replace the protein that was originally missing. Gene augmentation therapy. This is the only successful effects of disease are reversible or have not resulted in lasting damage to the body. For example, disease can be used to treat loss of function disorders such as cystic fibrosis by introducing a functional copy of the gene to correct the disease. The next topic is the next reporter.
It is essential with this method that the inserted DNA is targeted appropriately to avoid the death of the cells that are functioning normally. Katulong gisuksok nga DNA, importante dato nga wastong nakatarget upang maiwasan ang pagkamatay ng mga cells nga itong mga normal cells ba na gumagana. Sa madaling salita, kanilang tumpak na pag-target ng DNA sa mga cells nga itong may mga problema gani at hindi sa mga normal na selula ng katawan. Gene inhibition therapy is suitable for the treatment of infection disease, cancer, and inherited disease caused by inappropriate gene activity. So, kani daw ang gene inhibition therapy ay isang paraan ng paggamot kung saan nilalayon ng pagpigilan o kontrolin ang aktibidad ng isang tiyak na gene na sanhi ng mga sakit tulad ng cancer at mga sakit na namamana dahil sa di tamang aktibidad ng gene. So, for example ito ay ang paggamit ng RNA interference. Ang RNA interference para pigilan ang mga aktibidad ng isang gene na may kaugnayan sa pag-unlad ng cancer na nagresulta sa pagbawas ng pagdami ng cancer cells sa katawan ng pasyente. Killing of specific cells. This can be achieved in one of two ways. The insert DNA contains a suicide gene that produces a highly toxic product which kills the diseased cell. The insert DNA causes expression of a protein that marks the cells so that the diseased cells are attacked by the body's natural immune system. So, kato daw ang gi-insert nga DNA ay naglalaman na to ng suicide gene na nagpo-produce ng makapatinding nakalalasong produkto na pumapatay sa mga cells na may sakit o magdudulot po daw siya ng pagpapahayag ng isang protina na nagmamarka sa mga cells nga itong may mga sakit gani para atakihon nato nila atong mga likas na immune system ng atong natural na katawan. 3. Will the high cost of gene therapy make it available only to the wealthy? Ang pasabot diri daw kay ang dako daw nga gasto sa gene therapy kay para daw sa mga dato. Maprovide sa mga dato pero sa mga ultimo lang kanang kuan mga pobre maglisod jud sila kay mahal dako jud kini gasto sa gene therapy. For example kanang kuan paggamit ng gene therapy sa paggamot ng cancer, ang maka-provide ra jud ani kay mga dato ra jud kay sila ra may kaya mo bayad. Challenges of gene therapy. Delivering the gene to the right place and switching it on. It is crucial that the new gene reaches the right cell. Delivering a gene into the wrong cell would be inefficient and could also cause health problems. For the patient, even once the right cells has been targeted, the gene has to be turned on. Cells sometimes obstruct this process by shutting down genes that are showing unusual activity. So importante jud ni kaayo nga ang bag-ong gene daw makaabot sa tamang cells para makatabang ang gene sa sayop nga mga cells. So dili lang kini epektibo kung dili makadaot pa sa panglawas sa pasyente. Bisag nahimo na ang mga tama nga selula, ang kinahanglan nga gene ay naadoy kanang kusog nga mubatikos. Ang mga cells adunay mahimo nga guba sa proseso pinaagi sa pagpatay sa mga gene nga motong nagpakita og dili normal nga aktibidad. The cost of gene therapy. Many genetic disorders that can be targeted the gene therapy are extremely rare. Ang kanidang gene therapy kay mahal gyud ni siya tungod kay daghan daw ang mga sakit nga pwedeng mahatag og solusyon nga pinaagi sa gene therapy ba. Pero bihira ra pud kay ni nga mahitabo pud sa isa ka populasyon pud o sa isa ka society ba. Then gene therapy therefore often requires an individual case-by-case approach. Kung ano kanang ganitong gene therapy kay kinahanglan usab nga ang individual approach ng paggamit sa gene therapy kay mao ang personal mga personal jud sa personal jud nga kaso. Then this may be effective but may also be very expensive. Effective daw ni siya pero sa ang resulta pero mahal mahal pud daw kaayo ni kay kanang dako daw kay magasto ba. Mao daw na siya. Avoiding the immune response. The role of immune system is to fight off intruders. Ang papel daw ng immune system mao ang paglaban sa mga intruders. Ang kaning intruders kay ang mao ni ang mga bagong gene nga gisulod sa katawan. And sometimes new genes introduced by gene therapy are considered potentially harmful. So naday mga higayon nga bag-ong mga gene nga gipasulod pinaagi sa gene therapy gikonsidera nga potential nga makadaot nga sa mga intruders. This can spark an immune response in the patient that could be harmful to them. Mao din kini daw mahimong mutubag sa immune system sa pasyente nga mahimong makadaot sa ila. Tungod niini ang mga siyentipiko adunay kalisod sa pagpangita o pagpaagi nga ipasulod ang mga genes nga walay makanotice nga ang immune system. Then this is usually by using vectors that are less likely to trigger an immune response. Nya kini gibuhat sa paggamit daw sa mga vectors nga dili kaayo modala og mga immune response. How is DNA transfers done? A section of DNA gene containing instruction for making an useful protein is packaged with a vector, usually a virus, bacterium or plasmid. The vector acts as a vehicle to carry the new DNA into the cells of a patient with a genetic disease. Once inside the cells of patient, the DNA or gene is expressed by the cell's normal machinery, leading to production of the therapeutic protein and treatment of the patient disease. So ang pagbalhin daw sa DNA na ginagawa sa pamamagitan ng pag-ipak ng isang impormasyon ng DNA or gene na naglalaman daw ng mga impormasyon para gumawa daw ng kapaki-pakinabang na protina sa loob ng isang vector or karaniwang virus, bacterium or plasmid. Ang vector ay gumagamit bilang sasakyan upang dalhin ang bagong DNA sa loob ng mga cells ng pasyente na may genetikong sakit. Kapag nasa loob na ang mga cells ng pasyente, ang DNA or ang gene ay inilabas ito ng normal na makinarya ng cells na humahantong sa produksyon ng terapeutikong protina at paggamot sa sakit ng pasyente. Number 5. Should people be allowed to use gene therapy to enhance basic human traits such as height, intelligence, or aesthetic ability? Ang kuan daw na dapat wala payagan ang mga tao na gumamit ng gene therapy. Para sa ako, ang paggamit ng gene therapy ay para sa pagpapabuti ng mga pangunahing katangian ng tao. Pero nagdudulot ng malalim na moral na isyu. For example, paggamit ng gene therapy ay para sa pagpapalaki ng talino o athletic ability ay maaaring magdulot ng hindi patas na labanan sa mga oportunidad sa buhay ng dili pantay-pantay ba, lalo na sa mga edukasyon at sa trabaho. The bioethics of gene therapy. There are ethical issues involved in gene therapy. Ano siya ang issue? How can good and bad uses of gene therapy? Kani daw ay saan daw pagpakilala sa mabuti o masamang paggamit ng gene therapy. Ang pagkakaiba ng mabuti at masamang paggamit ng gene therapy ay maaaring batayan sa layunin ng paggamit nito. For example, ang paggamot ng isang malubhang genetikong sakit tulad ng cystic fibrosis ay may tuturing na mabuting paggamit. Ang masama naman kay ang paggamit ng gene therapy para sa cosmetic enhancements o pagbabago ng physical na katangian na hindi naman gaanong mahalaga sa kalusugan ay maaaring maging controversial. Number 2. Who decides which traits are normal and which constitute in a disability or disorder? Kinsa tong desisyon kung alin ang mga normal na traits at kung ano ang itinuturing na kapansanan o disorder. Excuse me. Ang nagpapasya daw kung ano ang normal na katangian at kung ano ang itinuturing na kapansanan o disorder ay madalas na sinusuri ng mga eksperto sa medisina at ethics na mga committees. For example, ang pagkakaroon ng kulay ng mata na berde ay kanang dili na siya karaniwan karon, pero sa una daw gikilala daw na bilang kapansanan or disorder sa unang panahon ba. Number 3. Will the high cost of gene. Number 4. Could the widespread use of gene therapy make society less accepting of people who are different? Sabot daw ni kay malawak na paggamit ng gene therapy para sa cosmetic o non-essential na mga pagbabago sa katawan ay maaaring magdulot ng pagdami ng mga pamantayan sa kagandahan o katangian na hindi naaayon sa iba. For example, ang paggamit ng gene therapy para sa pagpapalaki ng mga pisikal na katangian katulad ng tangkad ay mag-cost na ng magdulot na ng pagpapahalaga sa mga hindi natural na katangian ba, anong dili natural nga kuan pagtaas. Another controversy involves the germline therapy. As I discussed, germline therapy is genetic modification of germ cells that will pass the change of the next generation. There are a lot of questions on the effects of the gene alternation to the unborn child in the next generation. Since the alternation can be passed on it in the United States, the government does not fund researches on human germline gene therapy. Naday laing kontrobersya ang germline therapy kay daghan na kayo mga pangutana ukol sa epekto ng pagbabago ng genes sa hindi pa isinilang na mga anak at sa mga sumusunod na henerasyon. Kay ang United States daw kay wala daw sila nagapondo kay sa panaliksik sa mga kuan ba sa mga scientist ba para sa human gene therapy. Kay ito daw kanang mao daw ni kanang sa mga ito daw ay dahil sa mga potensyal na panganib at mga ethical na isyu na kaakibat ng pagbabago ng genetic na maipapasa sa mga sumusunod na henerasyon. Ito ay isang malalim na usapan na nangangailangan ng mga ingat at pagsusuri at regulasyon bago ito maitupad sa malawakang paggamit.
Climate change. Climate change refers to significant long-term changes in the global climate. The global climate is connected to system of sun, earth, and oceans, wind, rain, and snow, forests, deserts, and savannas, and everything people do too. The climate change of a place, say New York, can be described as its rainfall, changing temperatures during the year, and so on. So, when we say climate change, ito yung pagbabago ng klima like greenhouse effect. So, di ba, ma-experience man nato usahay sobra na kaayo ang init tapos tugnaw. So, daghan jud ang actually ang effects sa climate change sa ato ang environment. So, ang climate change is dili lang siya about sa ato ang environment, apil na diri ato ang health. So, effect of climate change include higher temperature. So, mo-increase in a participation pattern, rising sea levels. So, naay posible nga ang effect sa climate change is mataas ang temperature, and also weather-related natural disaster increase drought and decreased food security. The annual global temperature of Earth average surface temperature has increased 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit, 0.8 degrees Celsius since the 1880s. Two-thirds of that increase has occurred since 1975. So, over 36 million kilotons of CO2 were emitted in 2014. Emission in 2018 are projected to increase by 2.7% compared to a 1.6% rise in 2017. So, countries with highest, ang pinaka-highest nga cost of emission CO2 is mauna siya rate in 2018 is mauna siya ang China and United States. So, in 2008, 2018 oil use continues to rise globally as it has for 5 consecutive years. The 1997 Kyoto Protocol was an international agreement intended to cut greenhouse gas emission, but many nations failed to hold to the protocol standard. But many nations failed to hold to the protocols agreement was signed by over 200 nations with a Fahrenheit of 1.4 degrees. So, under the Paris Agreement, developed nations agreed subdivide and efforts of developing nations to meet the standards of the agreement and begin using more renewable energy sources. Progress will be reviewed every 5 years. So, in 2018 is ginapadayon Japon ang pagtaas ng temperatura sa buong mundo. So, dira is naay mga lugar na kailangan nila sundan ang mga protocol na para mabawasan ang mga effect nga makadaot sa ato ang Earth. Like for example, sa ato adire is Gid- di ba ginabawasan nato ang pagsunog ug mga plastic para dili motaas ang rate ug temperature sa atong earth. Pero naman joy kasagaran ang uban na dili ginasunod sa mga rules and regulation. So, there is evidence that we do have climate change. But the most compelling climate change evidence scientists have of climate change is long-term data relating atmosphere CO2 levels and global temperature. Sea levels, the expanse of ice, the fossil record, and torrential downpours and more powerful storms. So mao ni siya ang kasagaran nga mas dako jud impact sa ato ang lugar when it comes sa mga flooding, while the specific condition that produce rainfall will not change. Climate change impact the amount of water. So pag kani ang mga nahitabo sa atong land, so maglisod jud tag panguha like kanang mga tubig. So asa man yun tag manguhag tubig no pag naay umaabot nga mga pagbaha in the atmosphere and will increase producing violent downpours instead of steady shower. When it does rain, hurricanes and typhoons will increase in power and flooding will become more common. Anyone in the United States who has tried to buy storm and flood insurance in the past few years. So sa unang panahon daw ang United States is nagalisod sila pangitag mga tubig, mga pagkaon nila tungod sa pagbaha. Climate change is rising sea levels and increase the number of major storm and flood. So kasagaran man jud ni when it comes to this situation, so ang mga tao is luoy jud kaayo sila nga kung asa sila mangitag mga puy-anan nila tungod sa pagbaha. And also, here are the last heat waves and droughts. So when we say heat waves, is mauna siya ang heat waves. So what the main cause of heat waves? Ang mga heat waves ay nagre-resulta mula sa mainit na hangin na nakakulong sa atmosphere. So mao jud ni siya ang isa sa mga nagahitabo kasagaran sa ato ang panahon. Karon ang heat waves is nagataas ang intensity tungod sa pagbabago ng klima. Evidence that we do have climate change. The most compelling climate change evidence scientists have of climate change is long-term data relating atmosphere CO2 levels and global temperature sea levels. The expanse of ice, the fossil record, and the distribution this data, which goes back millions of years, show a strong correlation between CO2 levels and temperature. So example ani is greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and at methane in the atmosphere is ginapadayon Japon ang pagtaas sa rate ug mga greenhouse effects. Scientists fear that many gases from human activities will make the world too warm. The NASA, the other scientific agencies have done this and found that the models work well. A second way to test is to use the model to predict upcoming changes and then to see if emerging reality fits. It is possible to track the rapid retreats of glacier and observe the summer melting of the polar ice. Cap sea levels are rising measurably. The temperature of the world oceans is demonstrably rising and consequently many fish species are moving to follow waters that are the right temperature for them. So, ang NASA daw is a government agency that is responsible for science and technology related to space. So ang NASA is siya ang nagahatag og usual nga tool para dirian nila makita ang mga relational na model, like for example is ang mga modelo is sila ang nagabuhat kung unsay mga umaabot na pagbabago at paghuman is para makita nila kung unsay mga tinuod na posibleng masubaybayan nila para kung mutaas ba ang temperature. So, visual impact of climate change evidence. So, kasagaran ang mga example is melting glaciers, rising sea levels, flooding, worsening droughts. So, rising sea levels. So, climate change impact rising sea levels. Average sea level around the world rose about 8 inches to 20 kilometers. The past 100 years, climate scientists expect to rise more and more rapidly in the next 100 years as part of climate change impact. Coastal cities such as New York are already seeing an increased number of flooding events, and by 250 many such cities, many require seawalls to survive. Estimate vary, but conservatively, sea levels are expected to rise 1 to 4 feet 30 to 100 km inong. So, kani is naay mga kasagaran, mga impact, like example sa mga climate change is naaman joy mga like Greenland ice cave and or the Antarctic shelves collapse, sea levels by much 2 feet 6 m. For the example, large parts of Florida. So, ang mga impact sa climate change is like kanang mga melting ice. Projections suggest climate change impact within the next 100 years. If not sooner, the world glacier will have disappeared. As well, the polar ice and the hugs Antarctic ice shell Greenland may be green and
Changing ecosystems. As the world warms, entire ecosystem will move. Already rising temperatures at the equator have pushed such staple crops as rise north into once cooler areas. Many fish species have migrated long distances to stay in waters that are the proper temperature for them. In once colder waters, this may increase fishermen's catches. In warm waters, it may eliminate fishing. In many places, such as on the east coast of the US, it will require fishermen to go further to reach fishing grounds. Farmers in temperate zones are finding drier conditions difficult for crops such as corn and wheat, and once prime growing zones are now threatened. Some areas may see complete ecological change. In California and on the East Coast, for example, climate change impacts and warming will soon fundamentally change the forest. In Europe, hundreds of plant species will disappear and hundreds more will move thousands of miles. Reduced food security. One of the most striking impacts of rising temperatures is felt in global agriculture. Although these impacts are felt very differently in the largely temperate developed world and in the more tropical developing world, different crops grow best at quiet specific temperatures, and when those temperatures change, their productivity changes significantly. In North America, for example, rising temperatures may reduce corn and wheat productivity in the US Midwest but expand production and productivity north of the border in Canada. The productivity of rice, the staple food of more than one-third of the world's population, declines 10% with every 1 degree Celsius decrease in temperature. Past climate-induced problems have been offset by major advances in rice technology and ever larger applications of fertilizer. Expectations are that in Thailand, the world's largest exporter of rice. However, future increases in temperatures may reduce production 25% by 2050. At the same time, global population models suggest that developing world will add 3 billion people by 2050 and that developing world food producers must double staple food crop production by then simply to maintain current levels of food consumption. Pest and disease. Rising temperatures favor agricultural pests, disease and disease vectors. Pest populations are on the rise and illnesses once found only in limited tropical areas are now becoming endemic in much wider zones. In Southeast Asia, for example, where malaria had been reduced to a West season only disease in most areas, it is again endemic, almost everywhere year around. Likewise, dengue fever once largely confined to tropical areas has become endemic to the entire region. Increased temperatures also increase the production rates of microbes and insects, speeding up the rate at which they develop resistance to control measures and drugs, a problem already observed in malaria in Southeast Asia. What can we do in the developing world to slow climate change? Countries in the developing world can make two major contributions to slowing climate change. One, they can pursue smart development, avoiding the worst mistakes of the developed world. And two, they can reduce, even reverse, their one major contribution to climate change, unsustainable agriculture practices. What can we develop? What can the developing world do to avoid mistakes of the developed world? Look first at the primary source that cause global warming: power generation 25%, industry 21%, transportation 14%, and buildings 6%. Power. Most power is generated in the developed world, much using old dirty technology and carried long distances over inefficient. Power grids. Developing countries have the opportunity to build entirely new distributed generation power systems that require no grids and use non-polluting technologies. Industry. Building, building greenfield industrial economies. Developing countries have the opportunity to cause the environment and construct with non-polluting technologies. Transportation. Not yet entirely dependent upon massive road-based transportation infrastructures, developing countries have the opportunity to design efficient, low-cost, high-volume transportation systems to serve cities and industrial centers, and to use incentives to discourage personal automobile ownership and construct high-quality public transportation systems. Building, and because so much existing building stock must be replaced. In short order, developing countries have the opportunity to build efficient into individual structures and to design urban areas for high density, high energy efficiency living. Excellent models already exist in China, Korea, and Singapore, and even the medium term most savings are great that not investing to do better than the developed world today is foolish. The energy crisis. The challenge now facing the world's energy systems are arguably far greater than those of the 1970s energy crisis, and most available evidence suggests that they are about to get more. Nothing still. The vulnerabilities of our current energy system stem mostly from its reliance primarily on fossil fuels. non-renewable depleting resources that, when bombed, release climate-changing greenhouse gases. The fight against climate change implies a rapid, dramatic shift in world energy source, a shift that would be extremely challenging and unprecedented, and that would also require levels of investment measured in the tens of trillions of dollars. However, if world leaders do nothing to respond to the climate threat, depletion will continue to eat away the world's oil, gas, and coal reserves. The, the quality of fossil fuel resources being produced now is in many cases much poorer than was the case just decades ago, and it is rapidly declining. These two challenges, climate change and the effects of depletion, will require action if we are to avoid economic and environmental calamity. Such actions would entail the replacement not only on not only of energy production infrastructure but also of much of our our energy usage infrastructure, which was designed to take advantage of the specific capabilities of fossil fuels.